Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites for the month of February, and I have some products that I'm really excited to share with you. And today we have beautiful weather. The lighting is perfect for filming this kind of video. I'm going to show you all of the products up close, and I'm going to show you swatches also. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I would really appreciate your support. I'm trying to reach 10K on Instagram because this will allow me to have the swipe up option, the swipe up function, and I'm going to be able to share with you different links on Instagram. Now let's go ahead and get started. I don't really know where to start, but one of the products you've already seen, one of the products in my January favorites video, and this is the Dior Skin Veil, and that's why I'm going to start with this product. So this product is a huge surprise for me because when I was reviewing this product, I actually told you that I'm not going to repurchase this product because it is a primer and I'm not a primer person. I'm going to show you in case you haven't seen it, but if you want to see a full review, I have a full review along with the new powder from Dior. So this is how it looks. As you can see, it's like a light foundation. I have been obsessed with this product. Like I'm never obsessed with primers because I don't wear face primers. But recently in the month of February, I have been obsessed with this, and I think that I'm about to finish this, I think in March. But I'm going to repurchase it. I'm definitely going to repurchase it because it's a beautiful product. So it blurs pores and imperfections just a little bit. I'm going to show you now on my hand. And if you want to see it on my face, guys, I have a video where I'm wearing this product, but I want to show you just how silky it looks. It does have a fragrance, so for those of you who are not into fragrances, this might be a deal breaker. So it does blur a little bit imperfections. It is just outstanding. I have been loving this combination in particular. So I have been using this, first the Dior Skin Veil, and then on top the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, which has SPF 30. And this is an excellent combination. Both products contain some SPF, so this is absolutely an excellent combination. Both products are very light, and I actually have been filming a couple of videos using these two products, and the effect is quite flawless, I have to say, because applying two very thin layers of these makes the complexion really great. So you can see here. So this combination is outstanding. However, make sure that you first apply your SPF, dedicated SPF. Wait for 10 minutes until it's fully absorbed into your skin before applying the Dior Skin Veil. Then wait for, ideally you have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes, but 5 minutes is okay before applying then on top this tinted moisturizer. And the result is really flawless, and both products can be applied with fingertips. And then on top I use the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. Currently I have it in Satin Blanc, but I prefer Mousseline Pastel. So I have been showing this powder so many times, you already know it. And because these two products are glowy, I absolutely need to set this with powder, and I'm using this Givenchy Satin Blanc. This is my all-time favorite and most repurchased powder, and soon I'm going to be repurchasing it once again. It looks completely invisible on the skin. I like to use it with the beauty blender because it's very important with powders how you use them. The technique that you use to apply powder is very important, just as important as the powder that you are using. And I'm going to have a video talking about how to use powder because it depends on your skin type. Next, recently I have been back to one of my most beloved foundations, and this is the Vita Lumiere Aqua by Chanel. And this is the most natural looking foundation. It is suitable for all skin types, except if you're very oily, you might find that this is a little bit too glowy. You have to shake it very well. Okay, so I'm going to just pop some here and swatch it for you. So I'm wearing number 10 beige, and this, so in terms of quality and price, this is an excellent foundation. Unfortunately, if you are very, very pale, like if you're paler than me, it might be too dark because this is the palest shade. The palest shade is B10. It matches perfectly my skin tone, even though here on the wrist it looks a little bit dark, but actually it's not that dark. It's just that on my wrist, my skin is quite pale. It doesn't oxidize and it looks exactly like skin. So you can use it with different brushes or with fingertips. You can apply this foundation in 30 seconds and it's going to look like a second skin. So it doesn't emphasize pores or fine lines, and this is one of the foundations that I keep repurchasing from Chanel, not because I go through a full bottle. I never go through a full bottle of foundation, but just I tend to repurchase them because it's not good to use old foundations. With foundations you have to change them every once in a while. Next, I want to show you a little bijou that is one of the fragrances that I tend to repurchase, and if you're a Chanel lover, I think you're going to really appreciate this fragrance. And I have been back to this fragrance. Like I always have usually I would have in my collection the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum. So this is the Parfum, the pure Parfum or extract. And it's the 7.5 ml bottle. I really like this kind of a vintage way of applying fragrance. I absolutely love Coco Mademoiselle. I think it's a timeless fragrance, and I think that Coco Mademoiselle is very suitable for the spring season specifically because it has a little bit of that sweet citrus note, and it's a very, very light citrus floral scent. And the Parfum is my personal favorite, probably because it is very soft. So I absolutely love the extracts from Chanel, and this fragrance is so elegant and sophisticated. And if you're a Chanel lover, you can just gift this to yourself because the whole ritual of applying fragrance becomes completely different. Now, let me show you, in case you haven't seen, for those of you who haven't seen, so this is how it looks. Excuse my nails, guys, I have to do them. You have to be careful when you're using this bijou because you can easily spill this once it's open, so you have to be careful. It happened to me one time and half of the fragrance was gone, and this is just how you can use it. Apply it to some. Every time when I apply fragrance and when I use this little bijou, I imagine that I'm in Paris and I'm on a terrace overlooking the Eiffel Tower. It just puts me in such a lovely and romantic mood, and that's why it's my favorite. It's been my favorite. I want to get also Allure, which I used to have in the past, but now I have to repurchase. I would like to repurchase Allure also in this small bottle. The scent of this, I just applied a drop only here and I can feel the scent. It's absolutely amazing. It makes me happy. Okay, moving on to what do we have? So I have a special mention here in this video. 3 days ago I purchased this new fragrance from Guerlain, and this is Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. By the time you're watching this video, I'm probably going to have a full review of this fragrance on my YouTube channel already. It's a beautiful floral fragrance. It has a little bit of a citrus note, but a very almost hard to detect citrus note, and it's such a beautiful fruity floral fragrance. It has pear, it has jasmine, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, lavender. It was a blind buy. This is the newest addition to the Mon Guerlain family, and I like the original Mon Guerlain fragrance, but it's a little bit, I would say, intense for me. Like, it's not my favorite fragrance, but this one I absolutely love it, especially for the spring summer, because it gives me the vibe of being in an imaginary garden. It just speaks spring to me. Next, moving on to okay, I'm talking about fragrances, so I'm gonna move on to another fragrance that I have been using a lot in the month of February, and this is from the House of Sillage. It's one of my all-time favorite fragrances from the House of Sillage, and this is, I have it in a travel size bottle, guys. And this is Cherry Garden. So this fragrance is just so delicious, so lovely. You can see that I'm almost about to finish it because It is such a beautiful fragrance. It reminds me of Paris in springtime, and I'm not in Paris, but it's springtime, so that's why I'm using this fragrance. So this is a very extraordinary cherry scent. It has bitter almond, it has jasmine, and it has musky base. It is just so beautiful. It reminds me, so if you like Tom Ford Lost Cherry, you're probably going to like this one. So between Tom Ford Lost Cherry and this one, I like this one better because it's a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more refined than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It is less gourmand than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but as I said, it's more ladylike. It is more sophisticated and more elegant than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So this has been my favorite. Also, the bottles of the House of Siage fragrances are absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at some of my favorite eyeshadows for the month of February. So one of the eyeshadows that I have been loving in the month of February, this is an old favorite, it's not a new one, and this is Tissé Cambon from Chanel. So I have been loving this. This is not a new love, it's not a new discovery. I've had this eyeshadow palette, actually this is my second one. Not that I go through a full eyeshadow palette from Chanel, but I tend to repurchase them because with time, the eyeshadows, of course, tend to get a little bit hard. So this is the second one that I have. It's one of the first luxury eyeshadow palettes that I ever purchased. It is such a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette. So this is Tissé Cambon and it's number 228. I couldn't recommend this eyeshadow palette enough. To be honest with you guys, this year, the brands didn't impress me with their spring makeup collections. I'm going to swatch it here. So the brands didn't inspire me with their spring makeup collections, and that's why I started looking at my own makeup to see what I have. And this is a palette that I absolutely love. It looks beautiful on the eyes. It looks so lovely, and I think it's suitable for all skin tones. These are colors that are going to look beautiful on different skin tones. So it's not insanely pigmented because this is the Tissé formula, which is the old formula from Chanel, which works absolutely gorgeous on me. You just have to use a more dense brush to pick up the colors, but the sheen here in this palette is so beautiful, so sophisticated. You have one shade that it's a little bit more shimmery. And the other favorite eyeshadow palette is from Dior, and this is a recent purchase actually. And this is Plum Tulle in number 159. And I'm going to swatch it now. I have a review of this palette actually on my channel, and I compared it to other palettes. So take a look at the swatches section of my YouTube channel, and you're going to find videos where I swatch different palettes in natural light. So check this out. The colors are just so beautiful. I'm going to swatch them here. And also you can see me using this eyeshadow palette on my eyes. I'm going to have links to the videos where I reviewed the palette. And okay, so I want you to be able to see the two palettes. And if you're like me and you're not very inspired by the new spring summer makeup collections, then definitely get something old. Sometimes it's good to choose your own makeup, not just follow blindly the brands. Another favorite has been my favorite. I think this has been in my January favorites, and it's still in my favorites. This is Fleur de Printemps from Chanel, and this is the blush and the highlighter duo from the spring makeup collection. I have a full review of this blush. I have been using this blush on my eyes and on my face as well. So in case you're interested, I will have a link in case you missed these videos. So this is when I swirl the two colors together. So I think this is a very beautiful piece. One of the few actually pieces that I think are worth the splurge from this spring makeup collections, because as I said, I'm not very inspired by the spring makeup collections that brands presented. And then recently I have been using this blush from Chantecaille, and this is the Butterfly Bliss. I love this blush, even though it looks very pale and I almost cannot swatch it. On my cheeks, it looks beautiful. So it's a matte blush. I'm going to try and swatch it here. So this is a matte blush and it has that very pale, almost like a dusty pink color. And I was, to be honest with you, I was not impressed with Chantecaille's Spring 2021 makeup collection. I know there are a lot of people who are raving about this collection, but for me it was very uninspiring. So I'm waiting to see what they have to show us for summer. Okay, so I have a favorite lip combination and this is this one. It's actually this one. So I'm gonna show you. This is Baron from the House of Sillage. So I found this lip combo and I absolutely love it. This is Baron from the House of Sillage and then this is Dior Stellar Gloss in number 765 Ultra Dior. So I'm going to show you here the combination. Baron from the House of Sillage is a very beautiful, pretty pink shade. And I like to use a little bit of this lip gloss, Dior lip gloss on top. And it changes the color a little bit, just a little bit. And I don't know, but the combination that I get is just stunning. So I want to give you a good close-up. I have been loving this combination. Then this lipstick case from Guerlain, this is from Guerlain's Spring Makeup Collection, makes me so happy. I have this, one of the new lip colors for Spring 2021 in 07, and this is the beige color. But I really love this beautiful lipstick case. I'm going to swatch the color that I have here, and it is a lovely shade that can be used also on top of different lipsticks just to add some shine. But the lipstick case is what attracts me the most because I have also other Guerlain lipsticks, and I think that if you have some Guerlain lipsticks, I think that this lipstick case is absolutely gorgeous. It is the most beautiful lipstick case from Guerlain that I have so far. Next, moving on to a lipstick. It's not new to me because this is one of the lipsticks from Chanel that I keep repurchasing. And this is Jeanne. This is from the Rouge Allure line of Chanel. And this is 454 Jeanne. And as I said, this is one of the lip colors from Chanel that I have been repurchasing. Then another favorite I have from the House of Sillage, which I'm not sure if I have been showing this for sure in favorites, and it's not a new color. This is Maharani from the House of Sillage, and I have it in the beautiful teal bowl lipstick case. Oops, let me just close this. So Maharani, for some reason, it just speaks spring to me. I just had to make sure that this is actually Maharani. It is Maharani, so it's a lovely, lovely spring shade. So I'm going to swatch it right here, and you can see that just with one swatch you get full coverage. Another favorite, you have seen this lip color so many times, and it's something that I wear even at home. And this is the Sisley Fit to Lip Twist in number 1 Nude. This is also one of the lip colors that I keep repurchasing. And let me show you how it looks. Let's see, focus. Okay, so I'm going to swatch it right here. This is just the most beautiful and the prettiest nude shade. Okay guys, and last but not least, I have been loving this liquid eyeshadow from Chanel, and this is in number 26 Quartz Rose. This is from last year's spring makeup collection, but I recently found it and I actually have been enjoying this cream eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow very much. It's a lovely color that just brings some shine to the eyelids. It dries very quickly and it's a perfect eyeshadow just to use one eyeshadow and that's it. I have one more product that I have been loving, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Copper Charge eyeliners. They have two sides, but I only use the dark brown, so I'm going to swatch it right here. It's a lovely shade, and I love this eyeliner because it is very long lasting. And this is also the copper side of the eyeliner. Okay guys, so that was all for today's video. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, bye!